Hi friends, back with some more Super Mario Galaxy. We got one more star to get, but first we need to get some star bits. Let's do one more star. 1167. Let's see here. Here's my calculator. 1600 minus 1167. We need 433 star bits. And I read that the best place to get the star bits is the Sling Pod Galaxy, which is the Hungry Luma by the fountain. We just need 433, and then we can go to the final star. We can read Rosalina's storybook, and then be done with the game. Okie dokie. Sticky situation. We died. Okay. Yay. Okay. We've already got 100, so looking good. Let me see, let's see here. Mario Galaxy, keep star bits on quick. Okay, you gotta have to beat the level for the star bits. You can't just use return to the observatory there. Okay. Okay. Man. I don't want to run out of lives. Damn it. We might need to do a different level. This one is very, very hard. Let's look here. Where Galaxy, best foreign star bits. Yeah, everyone's just saying Sling Pod. Yeah. I just have to get better at it, I guess. We only hit 7 more lives. Shit. And we're still not even halfway done. How much do we need? 400 and something? Let's see, on the calculator. 433 we need. How many do we have now? I really don't want to die. Shit. Okay, we have 8 lives. We still need a bit more. Damn it. Okay, keep trying, keep trying. 8 more lives. Okay. Two more slings here. Okay, one more. Oh, I was so close. We can do it. We can do it. Shit. Did that wrong. Okay. I always go too high, so I gotta go a bit up, more uppity. There you go. There you go. Whoa! Did it? Yay! It took 12 minutes. Well, 10 minutes if you count the intro. So that wasn't bad. Okay. Well, more one-ups, eh? Good. Get him now? Don't need you anymore, Comet Boy. We'll feed you. Oh, 1,600 on 1,800. Oh well. So last level now? Snowcap Galaxy. Wait a sec. Okay. Star bunnies in the snow.
Yes!
Okay. Let's play chase. Can you catch us all before the time runs out? Boing. Okie dokie. Okay, we open the pod. There's a bunny. Another bunny. Caught that one. Let's try to chase him into there. Got him. Okay, where are the rest of them now? Oh! That's him. Got him. This was really hard last time I beat it, but yeah, easy this time. Final star completed. Okay. We do not want to do that. It's the same Bowser battles before, and then you get to play as Luigi after. Then you have to get all the same stars with Luigi, and then you get unlock 2 stars. But we're not going to do any of that. It's too samey. So we're going to go to Rosalina's storybook and read the story.
Let us begin.
Let us begin. Chapter 1, The Celestial Duo. The story begins with a very, very long time ago. A very, very long time ago when with a young girl. One day this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child. I'm Luma and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child who had been waiting all day and all night. Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked but saw nothing. Hours turned into days and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the girl sighed and said to Luma, if we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon. But then she had an idea. Why don't we go there and find your mother ourselves? The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and the two set sail into the starry sky, and this is how the search for the celestial mother began. Chapter 2, Starbits. Wait a sec. Okay. Days passed with no sight of the comet or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye can see. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl with the rumble of her belly. Before she left, she had packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea, but I forgot to bring water. At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. As long as I have Starbits, I'll be fine. Want some? Said Luma. The little girl could not stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. Alright, maybe just a nibble. Leading far out of the ship, the pair began to collect Starbits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The Starbits tasted like honey. So it's canon that Starbits are honey. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet." The pair descended on the comet and found it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look. Peering down at the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of starbits encased in the ice. Pretty good, huh? Finding starbits is my specialty, said Luma, beaming. There's ice here, but it's so warm. I bet there's water here, too. The two decide to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continue their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4, The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. Where are you going? She asked her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, Don't fret, dearest, I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you like the sun in the day and the moon in the night. A wave of sadness washed over the girl. What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or moon? Her mother thought for a moment before responding. I will turn to a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry. She awoke. The girl's face was damp with tears. You have starbits in your eyes, said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, These are tears, not starbits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again. At this, Luma began to cry too. Mama, Mama, wah! The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, none of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying, the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. I'll give you a present if you stop. The girl closed her eyes and said gently, I'll take care of you. With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5, Home. The kitchen will go here, the library will go over there, the girl said busily to herself. We'll put the gate here. Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that starbits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us? With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, but still something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here, the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6, Friends. Then one day, when the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-collared planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. You two know each other? The girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. My mama! And once the apricot parroted back, My mama, my mama. The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. This girl was so charmed by this adorable scene, she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot planet. They all were different planets, but they all showed the same thing. My mama, my mama. The sight of all the shouting Lumas made the girl laugh harder. What am I going to do with all these children? The Lumas just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. I guess I'll have to name each and every one of you. Tomorrow, she had finished naming them all. Once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas to the new house. Chapter 7, The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped in the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated in the sky. It was smaller than a starbit. How strange, it's so far away, but it feels so close. He twisted the knob of the telescope. The blue dot grew until she became a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up the hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down the hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears and Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars and a hush fell over the area. Chapter 8, The Wish. Though usually cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. Don't be sad about your mama because she's part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love starbits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea. I'll transform into a comet, a soaring comet that carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom kablam, the ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet trail, and then Luma emerged reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things, said a red Luma, who suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets, we can become all of these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All the Lumas together said, No more crying, Mama. Thank you, said the girl in a whisper, and she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter, Family. With its many Lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, All right, everyone, let's make a cake sprinkled with starbits, then it'll be a star cake. The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they are ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with this smile. Because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she once called home. Well, it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow that can be counted, it is said that the comet visits the girl's home planet every 100 years, its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end.
That's all.
That's all. My story is finished. And that is it for Mario Galaxy. Thanks for joining in, folks. And the next game we're going to play is Banjo-Kazooie. So, hope to see you then. We're going to take a break, and we'll be on with some Banjo-Kazooie. So, see ya later, guys. Bye.